Horror legend Adrienne King was born in Oyster Bay, Long Island, New York, circa 1955. At just 6 months old, Adrienne appeared in commercials along with her siblings. At age 9, she appeared in the TV movie version of Inherit the Wind. Throughout her teen years, she studied acting under the tutelage of Bill Esper. She continued doing commercials, off-Broadway productions, and bit parts, even working as an uncredited dancer in the massive hits Saturday Night Fever and Hair. In 1979, Adrienne was recommended by a mutual friend to filmmaker Sean S. Cunningham, who was casting for his directorial debut, Friday the 13th. Cunningham felt that Adrienne embodied the qualities of the film's lead heroine, so she was cast as final girl Alice Hardy. The film was a breakout hit, and Adrienne returned as Alice in its sequel, Friday the 13th, Part 2, only to meet her demise in the beginning of the film. A horror trope was born. After the success of Friday the 13th, Adrienne was pursued by a male stalker who harassed her by taking Polaroid photographs of her that he would slip under the door of her apartment in New York City. The man even went so far as breaking into her apartment, defacing her artwork, and holding a gun to her head. Luckily, he was apprehended and spent time incarcerated. However, the incident traumatized Adrienne, prompting her to leave the public eye. She was, however, hired as a stunt performer and background actor for the 1984 comedy classic Ghostbusters. She then relocated to London, where she enrolled in the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, where she studied voice and dance. Upon returning to Los Angeles, she took on voiceover and ADR work, as she was still reluctant to appear on screen. Her extensive voiceover work at this time includes such films as The Good Son, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Philadelphia, The Pelican Brief, Wolf, Jerry Maguire, Titanic, and Almost Famous. In 2002, Peter Bracke, author of Crystal Lake Memories, tracked her down for an interview for his book and extras on his DVD. He spoke of the devoted Friday the 13th community that wondered where she disappeared to. Peter ended up convincing her that she needed to let the fans in on her harrowing experiences related to the movie's aftermath. So in 2003, Adrienne attended a convention called Chiller in New Jersey, where she was fully embraced by the throngs of Friday fans. In 2009, she signed on to the sci-fi horror film Psychic Experiment, marking her first on-screen film appearance in 27 years. In 2011, Adrienne appeared as the principal in the realistic horror film An American Bully. The next year, she appeared in the film The Butterfly Room alongside other horror legends Barbara Steele, Heather Langenkamp, Ray Wise, Camille Keaton, and PJ Soles. She would take on a few more horror roles in such films as Tales of Poe, Killer Therapy, and The Dead Girl in Apartment 3. She even reprised her role as Alice Hardy in a Friday the 13th fan film called Jason Rising. On October 31st, 2022, a Friday the 13th prequel series called Crystal Lake was announced to air on Peacock streaming service. In January of 2023, it was announced that Adrienne had been cast in an undisclosed recurring role. Outside of acting, Adrienne is an avid painter and winemaker in Southern Oregon. She sells her own line of Friday the 13th themed wines through the company called Crystal Lake Wines, as well as her paintings. The Bat salutes horror legend Adrienne King. Until next time, adiosi Bela Lugosi.